Check, check. Check, check. Test. Test, 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 test. Test. Test, test. Test. Test, test. Test, test. Test, test. Test, test. Test, test. Welcome to Westminster College, where we will be seeing the Webster Gorlocks face on the Westminster Blue Jays. At tip-off, we have number 15, Caleb Mason, facing off 42, John Bennett. Gorlocks get the ball first. Bennett in the key pass to Deal. His shot's up. It's no good. Recovered by the Blue Jays. Laudell dribbling up the court. Pressured. Bounces around. Looking for a pass. Works away. Passes it to Kespel. Kespel dribbling. Passes it to David. David passes it. Gets intercepted by the Gorlocks. Passes it down the court. Shot's no good. Recovered by the Gorlocks. Shot's no good. Recovered by the Gorlocks again. Shot up is good by Bennett. Laudell passes it to Kespel. Kespel back to Laudell. Laudell at the top of the key. Passes it back to Kespel. Kespel in the wing. Passes it to David. David dribbles. Passes it back to Kespel. Kespel is down the lane. Passes it to Mason. Mason dribbles down in the lane. Shots up. It's good. Loeb dribbling down the court for the Gorlocks. He's at the wing. Dribbles down the court. Sitting at the wing, dribbling around. Passes it to King. King dribbling to the key. Passes it to Bennett. Bennett dribbling to the corner. Passes it to Gorlocks. Three's up and is good. Sorry, number 14 does not on the roster. Number 12, Ladul, dribble it down the court. Passes it to Mason. Mason passes it to Farrell. Farrell at the top of the wing. Passes it to Cuspel. Cuspel in the corner. Looking for a pass down low. Dribbles down the court. Passes it to Ladul. Ladul's three is up and it is good. Gorlocks at the top of the key. Passes it down to Bennett. Bennett's shot is no good. Recovered by Farrell. Farrell goes down the court. Passes it to David. David shots up. It's no good. Recovered by Bennett. Stolen by Mason. Mason dribbles up and down the paint. Foul on the court. Gorlocks will get the ball. Logue will dribble up the court. Logue enters at the wing. Logue looking for somebody to go. Logue dribbles into the paint. Passes out to Bennett. Bennett shots up. It is no good. Recovered by the Blue Jays. And pushing foul on Diolo, yeah. Farrell passes it in to Laudell. He dribbles up the court, guarded by Logue. Logue pressuring him, passes it back to Farrell. Farrell on the wing. He drives the paint, throws it outside corner to David. David's three-point shot is up and good. Logue dribbles it up the court for the Gorlocks. He's at the wing. Dribbles around the Blue Jays. He enters the paint. He's in the paint. His layup's up and good. Oh, it's no good. Farrell with the rebound. Passes it to Liddell. Liddell passes it to Mason. Mason's layup up and good. The Gorlocks are going from my right to left, and the Blue Jays are going from my left to right. Bennett is in the paint for the Gorlocks. His shot's up. It's no good. Farrell passes it to Ladul. Ladul dribbles to the paint, but kicks it out to Kespel. Recovered by Diolo. He dribbles to the key. He dribbles into the paint. Passes it out to Bennett. Bennett in the paint. He shots up. It is no good. Rebounded by Farrell. Farrell driving it up the court at the wing. He dribbles around, passes it to Liddell. Liddell up on the wing, passes it to David. David dribbles around, goes to the charity stripe, passes it back out to Liddell. Liddell passes it back to David on the wing. David looking for a pass, passes out to Kespel. Kespel on the wing, passes it to the key to Liddell at the key in between the circles. Is pressured. And the shot clock ran out. Gorlocks will get the ball. 10 for our score. Blue Jays up. Logue dribbles it in between the circles. Passes it to Bennett at the charity stripe. His pass is intercepted by Mason. Mason passes it to David. David driving up the court. Passes it to Liddell. Liddell drives down the court. His jump shot's up. It's no good. Recovered by Gorlocks. Gorlocks passes it to 14. 14 shots up. It's no good. Recovered by Mason. Mason slowly working up the court. Passes it to Farrell. Farrell working up the court in between the circles. Passes it back to Mason. Mason passes it to David on the wing. David passes it down to Kespel. Kespel in the corner tries to pass it to Mason. His pass is intercepted. And Dial is dribbling up the court. His layup's up. It's blocked by Mason. That Bennett recovered for the Gorlocks. He passes out to King. King's three-point shot's up. No good. Is recovered by Kespel. Kespel passes it out to David. David slowly walking up to pass the half-court line. He is on the wing. Passes it to Liddell. Liddell passes it to Kespel. Kespel passes it to Farrell. Farrell on the wing. Bounce passes it back to Kespel. Kespel on corner. Passes it back to Farrell. Farrell in the paint. His layup's up and it is good. Logue working it up the court for the Gorlocks. He walks up to the wing, dribbles it into the paint. He passes it out to Bennett. Bennett at the charity stripe, shots up and is good. David working it way up the court for the Blue Jays. David in between the circles. Passes it to Kespel. Kespel loses the ball, but passes it out to Liddell. Liddell's three-point shot's up, and it is good. Logue working it up the court for the Gorlocks. He passes it out to 14. I need to figure out who that is. Number 10, Diallo is up, and it is good. The Blue Jays pass it in. Kespel passes it to Liddell. Liddell working his way up the court. Past the half-court line in between the circles. Passes it to Farrell. Farrell passes it to Kespel. Kespel passes it back out to Farrell. Farrell drives the lane. His shot's up, and it is good. 17-8 our score here at Westminster as Logue dribbles is at the wing for the Gorlocks. Bennett's pass down to the block is up, and it is good. Farrell passing it up, is dribbling it up the court for the Blue Jays. He is in between the circles, pass it to Kespel. Kespel down to David. David driving down the paint. Passes out to Farrell. Farrell drives the paint. He passes it back out to David. David's three-point shot's up, and it is good. Logue dribbling it up the court for the Gorlocks. And we have a timeout on the court for the Gorlocks. It's a full timeout. We'll be right back with more action. Welcome back to Westminster. The Gorloks will start off with the ball. Rayson will be passing the ball in. He passes it to Logue. Logue dribbles it in between the circles. He passes it to Daughtry. Daughtry passes it to Rayson. Rayson passes it to Lattimore. He passes it to Logue. Logue dribbles down the court. His shot's up. But there's a penalty on Wilson for the Blue Jays. Rayson will pass it in. He'll pass it in to Logue. Logue in between the circles. Dribbles it out to the wing. He's double teamed. He stays in between the circles. He dribbles down the court. His layup's up and it is good. Myers was passed in, and Wilson will dribble up the court for the Blue Jays. He is in between the circles. Wilson out to the corner to Turner. Turner passes it back to Wilson. Passes it to Mason. Mason passes back to Wilson. Hill on the screen. Wilson's layup's up, and it is good. Penalty on number 50, Henderson, for the Gorloks. Number 3 will sub in for Lattimore. One shot here for Wilson. Wilson's shot up. And it's no good. Recovered by the Gorloks. Daughtry dribbles it up court and at the wing. He shoots from the trailer strike. He shots up. That's no good. Recovered by Hill. Hill passes it out to Turner. Turner long pass up to Mason. It will end up being the Gorloks' ball as it will go out of bounds. Logue will be dribbling up the court. He dribbles to the wing. He's double teamed up. It's stolen by Turner. Turner passes it out to Wilson. Wilson drives it up the court. He's in the paint. His shot's up. It is good. 24-12 our score. The Blue Jays will take a timeout. We will as well. I'll be back with more action. 30 seconds. Welcome back to Westminster, as the Gorloks will be having the ball. Logue walking up the court. He will be in between the circles. He passes it to Daughtry. Daughtry passes it to Henderson. Henderson passes it out to Logue. Logue in the corner passes it out to Middle. Middle dribbles to the key. Passes it to Henderson. Henderson will take a charge. And we got a player down. It looks like it'll be Henderson for the Gorloks. He gets up slowly but walks it off. Number 33, Doss, will check in for Henderson. The Blue Jays will have the ball as Turner will pass it in. Turner passes it to Wilson. Wilson passes it back to Turner. Turner crosses half court in between the circles. He passes it to Wilson. Wilson at the wing works his way up to the key. As he will dribble around, he will enter the paint. Passes it, is intercepted by Minute. Minute dribbles up the court at the wing. He's working around, passes it to Logue. Logue working on the wing, dribbles around, enters the paint. Number Wilson will get the penalty for the Blue Jays. The Gorloks will pass it in as Lattimore checks in for Logue. Lattimore will pass the ball in. Passes it to Rayson. Rayson passes it to Doss. Doss passes it down to Lattimore, and Dotley will shoot it up for the Gorloks. Standard passes it to Myers. Myers passes it back to Standard. Standard shots up and no good. Wilson dribbles down the corner, passes it to Dotley. Dotley in the corner. He will pass it back up to Doss. Doss's 3-point shots up, and it is good for the Gorloks. Wilson will be dribbling the ball up for the Blue Jays. He is in between the circles. He is dribbling around, trying to find somebody. Passes it to Turner. Turner passes it to Myers. Myers' shot was up and no good. Rebounded by the Gorloks. Middit passes it to Dotley. Wilson in the corner passes it to Dotley, or to Middit. Middit shots up. That's no good. Recovered by Standard. Standard dribbling up the court. Passes it to Wilson. Wilson goes into the paint. He passes it back out to Turner. Turner passes it to Myers. Myers at the wing. Pushes it up to the key. His 3-point shot's up. It's no good. Recovered by Wilson. Wilson passes it to Standard. Standard at the key. No, sorry, Turner. Turner at the key. He dribbles. He passes it to Standard. Standard in between the circles. Passes it to Wilson. Wilson in the corner. Looking for a pass. Passes it to Turner. Turner at the wing. His open pass passes back to the corner to Wilson. Wilson's shot tipped and recovered by Hill. Hill. And shot clock would expire. Gorloks will get the ball. Middit will pass it in, it looks like, to Lattimore. Lattimore will dribble up the court. He is guarded by David. The Gorloks shot's up, it's no good. Penalty on Rayson for the Gorloks. Standard will pass it in to Lado. Lado passes it as in between the circles. He dribbles to the wing. He passes it to Turner. Turner looking for a pass. Dribbles in between the circles. Passes it to Liddell. Liddell passes it down to Standard in the corner. Standard pushing it between the keys. Myers shots up. It is good. 3 points by Myers. Lattimore crosses court for the Gorloks. He's dribbling around on the wing. Passes it to Rayson. Rayson in the paint. His shots up. It's no good. But he will get 2 shots as Turner will get a penalty for the Blue Jays. Score is 27-17 here. Blue Jays on top with 7 minutes and 3 seconds left in the game. Rayson will take his first of 2 shots. His first shot's up. It's good. Substitutions in. Kesper, Farrell, and Mason will sub in. So on the court for the Blue Jays, it will be David, Kesper, Farrell, Mason, and Liddell. The Gorloks recovered their own shot as it was no good on the second shot, but will get the layup by Dotley. Farrell will dribble up the court. He will be dribbling on the wing. Passes it to Kesper on the opposite wing. Passes it back to Liddell. Liddell drives the paint. His shot's up is no good, and it will remain the Blue Jays ball. Liddell will pass it in. He passes it to Farrell. Farrell on the wing, dribbles into the paint. His layup's up, no good, but he will get 2 shots. Penalty will be on Dotley for the Gorloks. 2 shots for Farrell. His first shot's up. is good. Up for his second attempt. Shots up. It's nothing but net. Lattimore will be pushing it up for the Gorloks. Passes it down to Doss. Doss, 3-point shots up. It's no good. Recovered by Liddell. Liddell pushes up the court for the Blue Jays. He pushes up into the circles. Passes it to Cospel. His shots up. It's no good. Recovered by Doss. Doss passes it to Rayson. Rayson passes it down. And shot for that will be no good and won't count for he gets a traveling penalty. Farrell will push the ball up for the court for the Blue Jays. He is at between the circles. Passes it to Mason. Mason passes it to David. David passes to Cospel. Is no good. Recovered by the Gorloks. Lattimore in between the circles. Passes it to Midget. Midget drives the paint and he travels. Blue Jays will get the ball as Farrell will push it up the court. He passes the half-court line in between the circles. He looks for a pass, passes to Cospel. It bounces off of Caspel's foot. Oh, no. It must have bounced off of Doss's foot. Farrell passed the ball in. He passes it to Mason. Mason passes it to Cospel. Cospel passes it to the ball in the corner. He works the ball up to the wing. Passes it to Mason on the opposite wing. Passes it to Farrell. Farrell drives the paint. His shots up. It's good. Midget will drive it up the court for the Gorloks. In between the circles, he dribbles around, passes it to the wing, passes it to Lattimore. Lattimore's shot from the short corner is up. That's so good. And it will become the Blue Jays' ball. Daugherty for the penalty for the Gorloks. It will be Westminster's ball. Subs in the game, Bennett and Diallo. David passes it, pushing up the court for the Blue Jays. He's on the wing, passes it to Liddell. Liddell passes it to Mason. Mason passes it to Farrell. Farrell working it up. And Mason will pick up the foul for the Blue Jays as an illegal screen. It will be the Gorloks' ball. Logue has re-entered the game. He dribbles it up, passes it to Rayson. Rayson passes it to Lattimore. Lattimore drives the paint, his shots up. It's a good recovery by Liddell. Liddell almost gets pickpocketed, passes it to David. David down the court for the layup. His shots up and it's good. King was passed in, passes it back to Logue. Logue at the wing, dribbling around. He's pushing up the court. He passes it to Diallo. His shot's up and is good. David will push it up the court for the Blue Jays. He is working on the wing. He passes it to Mason. Mason passes it to Liddell. Liddell on the wing. He dribbles up back to the key. Passes it to Farrell. Farrell on the wing. Passes it to Cospel. Cospel passes it back to Liddell. His 3-point shot's up. It is good. Logue will dribble up the court for the Gorloks. He is on the wing. He is dribbling around. He drives the paint. He passes it to Bennett. Bennett tries to pass it back, but is intercepted by Liddell. Liddell pushes up the court. He is on the wing. He is still driving the court. Up for a layup. His shot's up, and it is good. Logue will drive up the court for the Gorloks. He is on the wing. He will pass it to King. King passes it back to Logue. Logue looking for the 3-point shot. It is no good. Recovered by the Gorloks. By King. King dribbling on the corner. passes it to Logue. Logue passes it to Lattimore. Lattimore dribble on the wing. Here's 3-point shots up, and it is good. Fair will push up the court for the Blue Jays. He will go between the key. He looks, passes it to Mason on the wing. Mason dribbles up and his layup's up, and it is good. Logue will push it up the court for the Gorlocks. He will start at the wing. Passes it to Lattimore in between the circles. Lattimore dribbling the court, passes it to Dial. Dial shots up, and is no good. Rebounded by Crespo. Crespo passes it to David. David pushing up the court. He's at the wing. He drives into the lane. He shots up and is blocked by Logue. Logue pushing up the court for the Gorlocks. Is just driving. Look for a pass. Passes to Bennett. Bennett shots up. That's no good. Recovered by Waddell. Waddell working his way up the court for the Blue Jays. He drives the lane. His shot's up. That's no good. But it looks like he will get 2 shots at the charity stripe. Penalty on Bennett for the Gorlocks. He will get 2 shots. Waddell's first shot's up. It is good. Turner, Hill, and I can't see the number. And Myers will sub in. Waddell's second shot's up, and it is good. Lattimore is driving the court up. Passes it to King. King's 3-point shot's up. Almost got stuck, but rebounded by Waddell. Waddell passes all the way down the court to Mason. His dunk is no good. Rebounded by Diallo. We have King at the wing. He drives the paint. His shot's up, and it is good. Waddell pushing out the court. He's at the wing. He passes it to Myers. Myers passes it to Hill. Hill at the top of the key. He passes it to Turner. Turner drives into the paint. He passes it out to Myers. Myers 3-point shots up, and it is good. Lattimore pushing it up for the Gorlocks. He passes it to King. King and the wing. He dribbles into the paint. His shot's up. It's no good. Rebounded by Myers. Myers dribbling up the court for the Blue Jays. He passes it to Mason. Mason's shot's up. It is no good, but he will get the penalty, I believe. He will get 2 shots, and the penalty will be on Diallo. Mason will get 2 shots. Rayson looks like he's about to sub in. His first shot's up. It is no good. 45-27 our score here with just under a minute left in the first period. Rayson will sub in for King. Mason's second shot's up. It is no good as well. Rebounded by Hill for the Blue Jays. Mason in between the circles. Passes it to Turner. Turner working the ball to the wing. Passes it back to Mason. Mason passes it to Myers. Myers 3-point shots up. It is good. Diallo passes it to Logue. Logue at the wing. He dribbles around. He's back at the wing. He dribbles into the paint. His shot's up. It's no good. It will go out of bounds. It is Blue Jays ball. Turner will pass it into Myers. 26 seconds left on the clock. Myers will push up the court. He passes it to Turner. Turner passes it to Mason. Mason, I don't think he's ready for it, so he passes it back to Turner. Turner at the wing will pass it to Standard. Standard looking for a pass, passes it to Turner. Turner drives the paint, his shot's up, it is no good. It will go out of bounds. He says it is out on Rayson. With just under 2 seconds left in the game, the Blue Jays will pass it in under their own basket. He's looking. He passes to Turner. Turner shots up. No good. 48-27 our score here at Westminster. And that will be halftime. We'll be back at the start of the third quarter. 48-27 our score here at Westminster. Welcome back to Westminster. The Blue Jays will be moving from our right to left. Gorlock's moving from our left to right. The Blue Jays will start off with the ball. Casper will pass the ball in. It has Casper, Wilson, Standard, Turner, and Hill in the game. He passes it to Wilson. Wilson being guarded by Logue. Logue guarding him. Looks like we have a little ref timeout. Looks like we'll retry that. Casper passes it into Wilson. Wilson being guarded by Logue. Wilson dribbling up in between the circles. He passes it to Casper. Casper passes it to Turner. Turner in the wing. He dribbles into the paint. He passes it out to Hill. Hill passes it to Standard. Standard passes it to Wilson on the wing. Wilson looking for someone to pass it to. He dribbles into the paint. He passes it out to Casper. Casper on the wing. Casper shoots from the charity stripe. His shot's up and is good. Logue driving into the court for the Gorlocks. Logue passes it to King. King on the wing. He passes it to Lattimore. Lattimore in between the circles. He will pass it out to Diallo. Diallo passes it to Lattimore. Lattimore dribbling. He passes it to Diallo on the corner. His shot's up. It's no good. And it'll go out of bounds. It'll be Westminster's ball. Looks like the Gorlocks are going to go with a full court defense now. And Racing comes in for Bennett. Caswell passes it to Wilson. Wilson working his way up the court. He's guarded heavily by Logue. He's in the corner next to the wing. He passes it to Turner on the wing. Passes it to Casper. Casper pass to Standard. Standard works his way in between the circles. He passes it to Hill on the wing. He looks for the pass to Casper. Casper's pass to Casper on the block. Passes to Standard. Standard's 3-point shots up. That's no good. Rebounded by Diallo. Diallo passes it to King. King on the wing for the Gorlocks. Passes it back to Diallo. Diallo passes it to Lattimore. Lattimore in between the circles. Dribbles around. He pump fakes. He passes it out to King. King working his way around the court. Passes to Logue. Logue's 3-point shot from the wing is up. It's no good. Rebounded by Turner. Turner passes it to Wilson across court. Wilson working at the top. Passes it to Standard. Standard in between the wing and the corner. Passes it to Caswell. Caswell passes it to Turner. Turner at the top of the key. Oh, sorry. Hill at the top of the key. Passes it to Wilson. Wilson looking for somebody to pass to. Dribbles in. His shot's up. It's no good. But he will get 2 shots. Penalty will be on Racing. So that will give Wilson 2 shots. Wilson's first shot's up. And it's no good. (50-27) our score here with just under 18 minutes left in the period. Wilson will be shooting his second shot. Is up. And it is good. Logue pushing up the court for the Gorlocks. He is on the wing. He working around, trying to push up into the basket. He goes for a layup. His layup's up and is good. Turner with the ball. He's looking to somebody to pass it to. He dribbles. He is stuck. He passes it to Wilson. Wilson driving up the court. He goes in the paint. His layup's up and it is good. Lattimore driving up the court for the Gorlocks. Passes it to King across the court. He dribbles up. He is in the paint. He passes it to Diallo. Diallo shots up and is good. Turner will be the one driving it. Passes it to Wilson. Wilson driving into the paint. He stops at the block. He passes it back to Turner. Turner passes it to Kespel. Kespel will travel. Gorlocks will get the ball. And it looks like Logue will push the ball up for the Gorlocks. Logue pushing it up to the wing. He dribbles. He dribbles around. He jukes out. Scared, but his pass his shot's deflected and will go out of bounds and will remain the Gorlock's ball. Logue passes it in to Dilo. He passes it to Logue. Logue in the wing passes it to the top of the key to King. King dribbles inside the paint. His shot's up. It's no good. Recovered by Hill. Hill passes it out to Turner. Turner passes it to Wilson. Wilson dribbles off the court on the wing. He stops and shoots and it's no good. Rebounded by Bennett. Bennett passes it to Dilo. He dribbles up the court. He gets to the charity stripe. He passes it out to Logue. Logue passes it back. He dribbles up the court. Pass to Bennett. Bennett slaps up. It's no good. And it will be out on Kesper, they say. It will remain the Gorlock's ball. Lattimore will pass the ball in under the basket. He's looking for somebody to pass to. He passes it to Diallo. Diallo passes it to Logue. Logue passes it back out in the corner to Lattimore. Lattimore dribbling around, trying to get away. He goes into the paint. He passes it out to King. King drives the paint. His jump shot's up. It's no good. But Bennett's recovery shot will be up and is good. Full court pressure. Wilson driving up the court for the Blue Jays. He pushes it, gets across half court, and is trapped in the pocket. But he'll get it out to Kessler. Kessler in the paint. He passes it out to Standard. Standard 3-point shots up, and it is no good. Recovered by Bennett. Bennett driving it up the court, passes it to Lattimore. Lattimore in between the circles. Looking for somebody to pass to. Passes it to Diallo. He shoots a three. It's no good. Ball will be out on Hill. It will remain the Gorlock's ball. David, Liddell, Phil, and Mason will sub in. So the only one that will stay in is Hill. So Hill, Phil, Liddell, David, and Mason will stay in the game, or will be in the court for the Blue Jays. King in between the circles, dribbles around, looking for a screen. Bennett will give him the screen. He will go the other way. Has the diagonal. His shot's up. It is good. 3 points. Phil will drive it to the court for the Blue Jays. He will cross half court, working it in between the circles. He will pass it out to Mason. Mason passes it out to Liddell. Liddell dribbles into the charity stripe. He passes it out to Hill. Hill passes it to Liddell. His 3-point shot's up. It's good. Rebounded by Bennett. Bennett passes it to Lowe. Lowe dribbling up the court for the Gorlocks. He's dribbling around on top of the key. He hands it off to Bennett. Bennett passes it out to Diallo. Diallo passes it out to King. King is at the top of the key, looking for somebody to pass to. Logue on the wing. He goes around, goes out, and he will travel. Liddell looks like he'll pass it into Farrell. Farrell, with no pressure on him, will pass it back to Liddell. Liddell pushing it up, crossing half court to the wing. And it looks like another ref timeout with the shot clock. The Blue Jays will pass it back in. Farrell to pass it in. He passes it to Liddell. Liddell gets screened by Mason, but passes it to Mason. Passes it to Farrell. Farrell dribbling around, driving into the paint. His shot's up. It is good. Layup good for Farrell. Farrell passes it to Logue. Logue dribbling off the court for the Gorlocks. He is guarded by Liddell. Liddell putting the pressure on him. He went to go for a shot but couldn't do it. King at the wing. He passes it to Logue. Logue dribbling away. Goes up for a layup. His shot's up. It's so good. It is rebounded by Hill. Hill passes it to Liddell. Liddell pushing up the court. He passes it to Farrell. Farrell's shot is blocked by Diallo. Hill will push it up the court. Diallo, he passes it out to King. King on the wing. Still push shots up. It's so good. But it will go out on the Gorlocks, so it will be Blue Jays ball. Number 3, Darty and Rayson will sub in for the Gorlocks. Looks like the Blue Jays have the ball. It will be Lattimore pushing up the court for the Blue Jays. Logue guarding Liddell. Liddell passes it to Turner. No, David. He passes it to Farrell. Farrell passes it to Hill. Hill's dunks up and is good. Lattimore pushing up the court for the for the Gorloks. Passes it to Rayson. Rayson passes it back to Lattimore. Lattimore passes it to Logue. Logue, dribble on the wing. Passes it to Lattimore on the wing. His 3-point shot's up. It is no good. Rebounded by Hill. Hill looking for someone to pass to. He passes it to Farrell. Farrell dribbling the court for the Blue Jays. He will be at the wing. He passes it to Hill, top the key. Hill passes it to Liddell, which Liddell's pass will be intercepted by Daugherty. Daugherty, his layup's up there is good for the Gorloks. Farrell will pass it in to David. David dribbling around. Coach Crew looks like he wants to take a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. We'll be right back for more action. We are back here at Westminster. The score is 57-38. Blue Jays up with 12 minutes and 28 seconds left in the second period. Looks like the Blue Jays have the ball. Looks like Farrell will be passing it in. Passes it into Liddell. Liddell dribbling up to the key, or to the wing. He passes it to Farrell. Farrell at the wing. Looks for a pass. Passes it to Hill. Hill's pass couldn't reach it, and it will go out of bounds. Logue will push the ball up for the Gorloks. He will bring it up to the key. He passes it to Belleville. Belleville passes it to Lattimore. Lattimore, double teamed. Mason picks up the intercepted pass, but Lattimore intercepts his pass. Liddell going for the block. It's no good for Lattimore. Farrell will be dribbling up the court for the Blue Jays. Farrell passes it to Hill on the top of the key. He passes it to Liddell. Liddell dribbling up to the key. Passes to Mason. Mason dribbles into the paint. His layup's up and it is good. Logue pushing up the court for the Gorloks. He dribbles around. He's at the key to the charity stripe. Passes it to Lattimore. Lattimore passes it to Mason. Mason in the corner. Passes it to Daugherty. Daugherty passes it to Lattimore. Passes it to Logue. Logue in the corner. Will dribble in. Took for a layup. His shot's up and it is good. Liddell will get the bounce in. He'll pass it back to Farrell. Farrell dribbling up the court for the Blue Jays. He will be in the circles. He passes it to Mason. Mason passes it to David. David dribbling around on the wing. He drives into the paint. He backs up. He passes it out to Hill. Hill driving into the paint. Gets stripped. But it looks like he will get 2 shots. Daugherty gets the penalty as Hill will go to the charity stripe for 2 shots. Hill's first shot's up, and it is no good. 59-41 score here at Westminster College with just under 11 minutes left to go in the second period. Subs are 1 King will sub in, and Unit will sub in for the Gorloks. Looks like Myers would also sub in for the Blue Jays. Hill's second shot's up and is good. Cusper will sub in for Hill as Logue will push the ball up for the Gorloks. He will dribble it up to the wing. He is looking around, waiting for the play to develop. He gets a screen. Will end up being double teamed. We'll pass it out to King. King passes it to Mason. Mason in the corner. We'll pass it to King. King looking. He passes it back out to Mason. Mason in the corner. Passes it back out to King. King at the key. He goes into the paint. He passes it to Dottie. Dottie shots up and is good. He will get another shot from the charity stripe. The penalty will be on Farrell. Looks like Webster wants to take a timeout. And it is a full timeout. 60-42, we're scoring here at Westminster with 10 minutes and 23 seconds left to go. We'll be right back after this timeout. Welcome back to Westminster as Donnelly will take his free throw shot as we wait for the players to get into their positions. His shot's up and it is no good. Recovered by Cosmo. Cosmo passes it out to Myers. Myers will dribble up the court for the Blue Jays. He dribbles it up. He'll pass it to Cosmo. Cosmo at the top of the key, will pass it out to David. David on the wing, dribbles to the corner. He will pass it to Cosmo. Cosmo back to Myers on the wing. Deep three-pointer is no good. And we run out by Farrell. Farrell will pass it back out to Cosmo. Cosmo's three-pointer is up. It's no good. Recovered by Mason. Mason will go up for a layup. It's no good. Rebounded by Farrell. It will be a floor penalty as the Blue Jays will keep the ball. Looks like Myers will pass the ball in for the Blue Jays. Lattimore will sub in for Logue. Myers looking for somebody to pass to. He will get it into Farrell. Farrell will drop it to Cosmo. Cosmo's block shots up. It's no good. Rebounded by Mason. Mason passes it to Dario. Dario passes it to Minute. Shots up. It's no good, but he will get 2 shots. Farrell will get the penalty. And Minute will get 2 shots. His first shot's up, and that's good. Minute preparing himself for the free throw. His second shot's up, and it's not the net. David will push the ball up for the Blue Jays. He has crossed half court. He was in between the circles. He picked up his pass, passes to Cosmo. Cosmo passes it to the wing to Farrell. Farrell gets on the team, passes to Cosmo. Cosmo passes it out back to the wing to Myers. Myers 3-point shots up, it's no good. Rebounded by Mason. Mason will push the ball up for the Gorloks. He will pass it to Minute. Minute passes back to Mason for the layup. It's no good. Rebounded by Farrell. Farrell will drive the ball up the court for the Blue Jays. He passes it to Myers in the corner. Myers, the one-on-one.
passes it to Mason. Mason shot layups up, and it is good. Lattimore will push it up for the Glock. He long passes it to Racing. Racing passes it back to Liddit. Liddit shots up, and it's good. Farrell working the ball up for the Blue Jays. He passes the half-court line, looking for the play to develop. He passes it to Myers. Myers passes it to Cosmo. Cosmo at the wing. Overall passes it back to Myers. Myers dribbling around, passes to Cosmo. Cosmo at the wing, passes it to Farrell. Farrell in between the circles, passes it down to Mason. Mason dribbles around, his shot's up. It's no good. Rebounded by Lattimore. Lattimore pushed up the ball, long pass to Liddit. Liddit's layup is up, and it is good. Cosmo will pass it in to Farrell. Farrell pushing up the court for the Blue Jays. He passes the half-court line. He will dribble it up to the top circle. He will push the ball. He will push it up to the blocks. Passes it across court to David. David's three-point shot's up. It's no good. Rebounded by Farrell. Farrell goes up for a layup but loses the ball. He gains it back. Shoots a layup, and it's good. We will have a 30-second timeout for the Blue Jays. We'll be right back after this. 64-48 your score with just under 8 minutes left to go in the ball game. Welcome back to Westminster. 64-48 your score with just under 8 minutes left to go in the second period. The Gorlocks will be getting the ball. It looks like Middit will be passing it into Lattimore. Waiting for the whistle, and here we go. He passes it in actually to Racing. Racing passes it back to Middit. Middit dribbling out the court for the Gorlocks. He dribbles around. He goes to the top of the key. It is stolen by Turner. Turner driving up the court. His layup's up, and it is good. Turner on the layup. Racing will dribble it across court for the Gorlocks. He passes it to Darlow. Darlow passes it to Middit. Middit went to go up for the shot. And the penalty will go on Turner as the Gorlocks will pass the ball in under their own basket. Lattimore will be passing in the ball. He passes it into Racing. Racing passes it to Middit. Middit looking for someone to pass to. He passes it to Donner. Donner drives up the court or into the paint. His shot's up. That's so good. It is rebounded by Mason. Mason driving up the court for the Blue Jays. His shot's up. It's good. Lattimore pushing it up for the Gorlocks. He gets it to the wing. He dribbles around. He drives into the paint. His shot's up. It's no good. But I think they're going to give him 2 shots. He will. He will get the 2 shots as the penalty was on Mason. Lattimore. His first shot is good. Logue and Doss will sub into the game for Middit and Racing. Lattimore preparing for a shot. His second shot's up. It's not. It's good. Farrell passes it into Myers. Myers being guarded passes it to Turner. Turner pushing it to the wing. He dribbles around. He's moving the ball. He moves it across the court. He dribbles up, or he passes it to Cosmo. Cosmo passes it to Farrell. He passes it back to Cosmo. Cosmo shoots just below the 3-point line. His shot's up. It's no good. Recovered by Doss. Doss passes it to Darlow. Darlow pushes the ball up. He is between the circle. He's driving into. He's at the charity stripe. His shot's up. It's no good. Rebounded by. It's doubled up. It was rebounded by Farrell. Farrell passes it out to Turner. Turner passes it to Myers. Myers dribbles out the court. Passes it to Mason. Mason kept the ball in play, but no one was there to pick it up. It was picked up by Doss. Doss passes it to Logue. Logue driving up the court for the Gorlocks. He's at between the circles. at the charity stripe in the paint. He will pass it to Lattimore. Lattimore will be at the top of the key. He will pass it to Logue. Logue being pressured at the wing. He dribbles. He goes up for just below the three-point line. Shots, it's no good, but Dolly comes back with the jump shot and is good. Farrell pushing up the court for the Blue Jays. Passes it to Coswell. Coswell passes it to Turner. Turner passes it to Myers. Back to Turner. Passes it to Mason, but will get a penalty on the Gorlocks, as the penalty will be on Diallo. Bennett will sub into the game. He will come in for Dowry. Blue Jays will pass it under their own basket. He's looking for a pass. He passes it all the way up to Myers. Myers dribbling it at the circle. He passes it to Coswell. Coswell passes it to Farrell. Farrell dribbling around at the top of the key. He passes it to Turner. Turner looking for somebody to pass to. He passes it back to Farrell. Farrell at the top of the wing passes it to, or he drives into the paint, but he'll get penalized when he gets to the layup by Diallo. Farrell will get 2 shots at the charity stripe. His first shot is good. 69-52 our score here at Westminster. Blue Jays up with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second period. His second shot's up. That's no good. Recovered by Bennett. Bennett passes it to Logue, driving up the court. Passes it to Lattimore. Lattimore out the corner. His shot's up. It's good. 2 points is what they're giving him. Farrell will pass it into Myers. Pass it to Lattimore, or to Farrell. Farrell passes it to Turner. He passes it to Myers. Passes it across court to Mason. Mason shots up. That's no good. Recovered by Bennett. Bennett passes it up to Diallo. Diallo passes it down to Lattimore. Lattimore in the wing. Passes it to Bennett. Bennett's in the paint. His shot's up. It's good. Gorlocks putting up full court pressure on the Blue Jays. Cosper got the pass. Passes it to Turner. Turner dribbling it up. Passes it to Coswell. Coswell passes it to Farrell. Farrell passes it to Mason. He will drive the court and will get the blocking foul, I believe. Yes. Bennett will pick up the foul, and Mason will get 2 shots. Looks like a huge substitution for the Blue Jays. Mason's first shot's up and is no good. David, Liddell, Wilson, and Hill will sub in for the Blue Jays. As Mason will get ready for his second shot. His second shot's up. It's no good. Recovered by Bennett. Bennett passes it up to Logue. Logue passing in half court. On the wing. He dribbles into the paint. His layup's up. That's good. Full court pressure by the Gorlocks. Wilson passes it to Liddell. Looks like Diallo will get another penalty on the court. And Rayson will come in for Diallo. The 1-on-1 shot's up. It's no good. Recovered by Hill as Hill passes to Liddell. Liddell's shot's up. It's no good again. He will go for another layup after he got his own rebound, and that one is good. Logue pushing up the court for the Gorlocks. He's at the wing, working around. He shoots from the charity stripe. His shot is up and good. Hill passes it into Liddell. Liddell looking for someone to pass to. Passes it to Hill. Loses track of it, but is recovered by David. David working around. He is stuck. He passes it to Liddell. Liddell passes it back to David. David looking for the play to develop. passes it to Liddell. Liddell goes in, passes it out to Hill. Hill goes in for a roll-up, and it is good. Rogue pushing it for the Gorlock. With Lattimore at the top of the key for the Gorlocks. We are getting a timeout by Webster. Full timeout. The score here is 73-60 here in the second period with 3 minutes and 33 seconds left to go. We'll be right back after the timeout. Welcome back to Westminster. 73-60 our score here in the second period. As the Gorlocks will have the ball. King will be passing in the ball. He passes it in to Rayson. Rayson passes it back out to King on the wing. King drives into the paint. He passes it out to Lattimore. Lattimore at the top of the key. Drives in. He passes it out to King. King driving into the paint. He passes it to Bennett. Bennett at the charity stripe. His shot's up. That's good. Rayson passes it in for the Blue Jays. Passes to Liddell. Liddell gets pushed by Rayson. We will get a 1-and-1 on the free throw line. Liddell getting his free throw shots. 1-and-1. He prepares. His shot's up. It's good. He will get another shot. Dougherty will sub in. He will get Rayson for the Gorlocks. Liddell. His second shot's up. It's no good. Over Dougherty. Dougherty passes it to Logue. Logue pushing up the court at the wing. Dribbles around. He drives into the court. He passes it out to Bennett. Bennett not prepared. The ball will go out of bounds. Blue Jays ball. Wilson will pass it in. Full court pressure by the Gorlocks. Looking for someone to pass to. He passes it over to Liddell. Looking for people to pass to. He passes it across court to Mason. Mason driving in. Loses the ball. Wilson picks it up, passes it out to David. David looking around. He dribbles up to the half-court line. Screen from Hill. David will dribble around. He's just dribbling around the court from wing to wing. And there will be a penalty on Logue. We'll get a 1-and-1 for David. David, his shot is up and is good. He will get another. 75-62 our score here in the second period with 2 minutes and 41 seconds left to go. David's second shot's up. It is good. Bennett passes it into Logue. Logue driving on the court forward to the Gorlocks. He is at the wing. He goes in, he pumps up, and it's no good. Recovered by Bennett there. Bennett passes it to Logue, who brought it out to the corner, passes it to Dougherty. Dougherty passes it to Bennett at the charity stripe. Bennett shots up, that's good. David looking around. He dribbles up. He passes it to Wilson. Wilson looking in the corner. He decides to drive in. He bounces out to the wing. He dribbles around. He's in between the circles. Near the half court line. He will drive in. Loses the ball. And they will call him out of bounds. As the Gorloks will now get the ball. Minute will sub in for Daugherty. Bennett passes it into Logue. Logue working his way up the court. Passes it to Lattimore. Lattimore dribbling around. He pumps up from the charity stripe. That's up. That's good. David passes it to Lattimore. Lattimore driving up the court. He is stuck. He has to get in a timeout by Westminster. Full timeout. 76-66 your score here at Westminster with a minute 37 seconds left, and we will be back after this timeout. We are back here at Westminster as the Blue Jays will get the ball right next to their bench, right in between their bench and the scorer's table. Waddell will be passing the ball in. Looks like they're going to sub in Bennett, or racing for Bennett, but they have to wait. I guess the coach decided they're not going to put in Racing. He's going to put in a minute later, but Waddell passes it in to David. David getting double teamed. Will have to dribble around, as there will be a penalty on Logue. So David will get 2 shots. David's first shot will be good, as he'll begin his second. Minute subbing in to the game for Daugherty. David's second shot is up, and it's good. Logue pushing up the court for the Warlocks. He dribbling around the key. He's looking around. He drives it into the paint. He looks for the shot, but passes out to Mid. It's wide. He saves it and passes it to Lattimore. Lattimore at the wing. He will pass it down to Bennett. Bennett can't recover it. Wilson tips it back into David. David trying to work it up for the Blue Jays. He is double teamed. And it's stolen. No? What are we calling? It will be Gorlock's ball. I didn't really see what happened. Webster will take a timeout, and that will be a full timeout. 78-66 your score here in the second period with just over a minute left to go in the game. We'll be back after the timeout.
Welcome back to Westminster as the Gorlocks have the ball. Looks like Lattimore will pass in the ball. Looking for somebody to pass to. He passes it to Middett. Middett in between the circles. Passes it to Logue. Logue in the wing. Dribbles around. He decides to drive up to the charity stripe. He drives into the paint and will get the 2-point layup and will get a free throw shot. Looks like the penalty was on Wilson. Racing and Doherty sub in for Middett and Bennett. Logue will have his first shot, or his shot, and it's up, and it's good. Farrell and Turner will sub in for Mason and Hill. With just under a minute left to go in the game, is 78-69. Blue Jays are up. Gorlocks giving full court pressure. David passes it in. He's looking for somebody. He passes it in to Liddell. Liddell looking for somebody to pass it into. He passes it to Farrell. Farrell trying to dribble up and pass it to Liddell. They're struggling here with full court pressure. They will pass it out of. It was tipped out of bounds by Logue, they're saying. So Westminster will keep the ball in front of the scorer's table. Looks like Farrell will pass it in. He passes it into Turner. Turner looking for someone to pass to. He passes it to Liddell. Liddell passes it to Wilson. Wilson's layup. It's up and it's good. Wilson passes it, dribble up the court. He goes into the paint. He goes up for the layup. His shot's up. That's good. But he'll get the shot as well. Farrell will get the penalty as Racing will get the chance for the 3-point shot. His shot is up. It's no good. Recover. King gets a penalty for the Gorlocks, and I guess there will be a timeout here. 80-71 here. Blue Jays up with just under 30 seconds left in the period. We'll be right back after the timeout. With just under 30 seconds here left in the game, Blue Jays are up 80-71. Farrell will go to the free throw line. Looks like we're going to have, after the first shot, a couple of subs, Dari and Bennett. Farrell's first shot's up. It's good. Those two. Oh, nope. Never mind. Just Bennett will be coming in for Racing. Racing will take a seat. And Farrell will get ready to go up for his second shot. His second shot's up and is good. Logue pushing up the court for the Gorlocks. He dribbles up on the wing. He passes it to Lattimore. Lattimore on the wing. Dribbling around. He's trying to get into the paint. His shoots, it's nothing but air, as it will be a penalty on King, and we'll go back down for 2 shots. We are just under 13 seconds here as Wilson goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. Wilson's first shot's up, and it's no good. Wilson shoots his second shot. It's up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Logue. Logue will dribble up the court for the goal box. The goal box. He tries shooting a run three. It's no good. It will be out of bounds. Last touched by the Blue Jays. Lattimore will pass the ball, and he passes it into King. King decides to drive into the lane. He shots up. It's good. And there it is. That is the game. 82-73, your final score here at Westminster. Blue Jays win it. Thank you for listening in, and have a good night.